Remember when Forex had the black community in a chokehold? I do.
What do you do for a living?
I act like a Forex trader, but I really make money from people joining and they lose money.
Ever since I started, ever since I got closer to this family, I rep this shit like it's my religion. Like, yo, I'm like, yo, Forex, you don't do Forex? What? You know what I'm saying? So now, like, my journey with this has been absolutely amazing, and there's so many breakthroughs, so much growth. Honestly, if you guys are unranked or repping for the P6 and for the ladies. Alright, so a little bit about myself. I started this journey exactly a year ago yesterday. So the experience has been amazing. The family has been amazing. Mindset amazing. The money amazing. And like my sis said, listen, if you're not doing Forex, what are you really doing, right?
I want to know y'all trading for real.
Yeah,
just be honest with me.
We are, absolutely.
Can you prove it?
Yeah.
You'll be here to prove it on camera right now?
Yeah, let me call my boy up right now.
Okay, but I want to see your MetaTrader.
Mine? The one that I showed you?
Yeah.
Demo.
Okay, but why?
Because I'm focusing on building.
Recruiting. And that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. My question is, do you ever feel kind of bad showing demo results to get people in?
Nah, because...
And I'm not bashing or nothing like that at all. I'm not going to bash you, bro.
No.
It's just a question, like, does it ever make you feel kind of like, you know, I'm kind of showing unreal results, telling them it's real, you know what I'm saying, though?
I have a real account, and I've blown my account numerous times, you feel me?
Yeah.
Most people lie about that shit.
Yeah.
When I show people the demos, I'm showing them just as what's possible.
Yeah, okay.
But as far as anything else, bro, as far as really trading, we really do trade.
Okay.
But at the same time, we do see the power of the business.
Yeah, I respect the answer.
I know recruiting is good money, but it's a lie. It is. Realistically, it is.
It's no different. I purchased Swaggy's Academy, right?
Right.
Now let's say I put my boy on and I say, hey, you should purchase this shit. This shit got some fire in it.
Right.
I don't benefit from that.
Thing is, with this is you're getting people in. Okay, look, Forex is this and this and that. You're not really making the money trading, and then you're telling them about this course. And let's be honest, the courses are kind of not great. To be honest with me, bro.
And I'm being 100%
Because look,
transparent.
these companies do, the company you're in, all these companies, a lot of them, they want to put 99% focus on recruiting. And look, you're making money, right? But as you're recruiting these people, it's false advertisement. You are lying in the sense
Which part
that
is the false advertisement?
where you tell them, you know, I'm making $2,000 a day trading, but you're not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's, I know it's a tactic. I know it's true. Like,
But
it's a true
who
tactic.
says that they make 2,000 a day?
Well, you just told me you made $1,300 a day, and it was a demo account.
Got him! I have nothing against the Forex people. But are you really trading or are you recruiting? And I had a conversation with one. I had one too. I said, listen, are you really trading or are you recruiting? Because I know people that really trade Forex, foreign exchange currencies, right? They make a spread trading those currencies. They actually make money. They're not recruiting people. They're in their home office trading. So I said to this person, I said, do you actually make money trading? Do you know how to trade?
Yo, Forex literally had to be one of the biggest scams in the black community. However, it wasn't necessarily a scam. Let me explain. What up, everybody? I am the Mademoiselle, and this is my channel. As you guys can tell by the intro as well as the title, we are going to be talking about the rise and fall of Forex. A lot of you guys have suggested this video over the years, but I really wanted to see where the whole Forex thing would go. Many of you guys were more than likely introduced to Forex by an old friend, someone in your church, someone that you haven't talked to in a while that just like creeped in your DM and was like, hey, I make hundreds of thousands of dollars every day trading on Forex. And you're like, what is Forex? And they're like, I'm gonna teach you. All you gotta do is join my team. Sound familiar? That's because realistically, that's not Forex. That is an MLM, which stands for multi-level marketing. Although a lot of people think or believe they've been scammed by Forex, they were actually scammed by a lot of companies claiming to be Forex or claiming to teach people how to trade Forex. So what exactly is Forex? Forex stands for the foreign exchange market, where people trade currencies daily. There's over $6 million being traded every day, and it's open 24/5. A lot of different corporations such as hedge funds, corporations, banks, and individual traders use this to trade currencies and, of course, make money. What people don't understand is Forex is actually legitimate, but the scam is the fact that a lot of people are using Forex as a cover for what is a pyramid scheme, or better known as multi-level marketing. There was a huge rise of these Forex academies. IMM or IML or ABCDEFG was one of them. A lot of people got roped into IML Academy thinking they were going to be millionaires, thinking that they would create generational wealth, and most importantly, thinking that this would be a legitimate career path for them. Little did they know they were honestly just getting roped into a multi-level marketing scheme that probably should have been shut down a lot earlier. Surprise, surprise, IML was actually shut down in May 2025 by the FTC, which is crazy because I didn't notice that until I was editing this. Like, that literally just happened this year. The Federal Trade Commission and the state of Nevada filed a complaint to shut it down. They were alleging that they were doing $1 billion investment training and business scam. What do you know? I want to see where the rest of y'all motherfuckers at now. That was toting all this nonsense. Let's get into the rest of the video. There's also other companies that are very similar to IML, but they're all the same. If you guys are not aware of what an MLM company is, essentially the whole premise is to build a team, and then your team builds a team, and then their team builds a team. Long story short, you're at the top, or whoever is at the top is getting money from you, but you are basically getting shuffled into a system where you're creating a team that is creating a team. The whole idea is that you are creating a team that is making money, and the money is being shuffled to you. Let me just tell you right now, I hate MLMs. I don't like them. I don't want anything to do with them. I can't stand it. I don't like the products. I don't like the people. I don't like the ideologies. Like, it really genuinely pisses me off. If you guys follow my personal channel, I actually did a story time, I think last year, about a friend that like literally invited me to something that I blatantly asked was it an MLM, and they said no, and it was an Amway scam. Like, y'all, there's so many MLMs out there that you would never know is an MLM because they really do hide themselves so well in plain sight. Like, back then, they were really trying to hide what they were doing. But now it's like they really be out here trying to disguise themselves as legitimate business opportunities, and it's genuinely annoying. When it came to the whole Forex situation, these people really preyed on the Black community, the Hispanic community, and any other community that they know operates at a financial disadvantage. They would sit there and give them these motivational speeches, tell them that they weren't good enough if they didn't do well, tell them that they were haters if they didn't, want to keep going forward with this nonsense. And it's crazy because, like, I know a lot of people that lost friends because of Forex. Like, I know a lot of people that, like, literally, like, they stopped talking to family members because their family member tried to get them into Forex, and they said, nah, like, this ain't for me. I'm not interested. And it's just like, it should never be that way. Any legitimate business opportunity should not end in you cutting off friends, in friends or family cutting you off because they think that you are a scammer, because you are taking their money, because you want them to build a team so that you can make money. The real issue with a lot of these MLMs is the fact that realistically, you only make money when other people make money. The only way you're going to legitimately make money in any of these companies is if you start out in the beginning. My real issue with MLMs is the way that it is structured, the brainwashing and the toxic positivity that is exuded every single day, and the fact that even if you are making money from an MLM, okay, big on the quote, more than likely you're making money off the backs of other people. More than likely you're making money off the fact that other people are not. You can only really make money from an MLM if you are at the top of that pyramid, company, okay? You started from the beginning. You started at a point where there was not really many people there. You're one of like the founding people that started their team, so to speak, because you're making money off the fact that other people are going to start teams and other people are going to recruit. So the idea of these people making hundreds of thousands of dollars, first of all, is not only not true most of the time, but if they are doing it at the demise of others. Now, the reason I'm saying it's not true is because most of these MLMs, literally less than 5% of the people actually make money. And it's so sad because literally the money is not only coming from recruiting, but the money that the companies are getting is literally from you buying product, you shelling money into the service or whatever it is.
While MLMs aren't quite as scammy as pyramid schemes, it's not by much. In fact, the stats show that MLMs are generally a terrible business model, despite what people joining them tend to believe. You see, while making a good income with MLM is possible, only 1% of participants do. Literally, 1%.
In this case, with IML Academy, people are putting money into buying this academy to learn how to trade Forex, and they're not learning anything. This shit is not teaching you to trade shit, okay? Like, literally, you are the service, you are the customer. People get roped into these subscription structures where they are literally spending maybe $20, $30, $40, $50, $150 a month, and they're probably seeing like $168 per month from recruiting, or, you know, like, just whatever it is, depending on the MLM, and they're like, oh, well, I do make money. If you're spending $150 a month and you're getting like $168, you're not making money. You're barely breaking even. And that's what I see happens with a lot of these people, especially MLMs like Amway. Oh my God, what I'm telling you, Amway pisses me off more than any freaking other MLM next to Herbalife. Those two can't stand it because you are the product. You are the customer. You are the reason you're seeing any money. It's basically just you buying from yourself and you think you're making money, but you're not.
Amway is a giant scam and they need to be shut down. First fact is only 1.7% of people doing Amway will ever make a profit from it, and half of those would have made more money just working a minimum wage job. Second is 75% of people to do Amway report that they actually lost a friend in the process because they didn't want to be scammed. And 35% of people to try Amway will lose 80% of the money they put into it. And Amway has been around since 1959 and has scammed literally millions of people, but how exactly do they do it? First up, they tell you you're going to get rich and give you some bull that you're an entrepreneur. It's complete nonsense, and they won't show you the massive amount of people that failed. They'll show you one photo of a guy in a sports car. Then they'll give you an overpriced product to sell that's normally some crap you can buy at Walmart but more expensive. But they're not going to train you on how to sell the products. They're going to train you on how to sucker your friends to lose money with you. And that's all it is. It's a pyramid scam. They make money and you lose money and friends. And that's what Herbalife is, a giant scam that Amway invested into. And they even started Vima, which was a scam just to get teenagers to sell drinks, and they all lost money. And all they do is spend millions of dollars to keep this scam legal. Stop it.
Buying products, you're into the subscription situation. Like, the only money you're ever going to make is from recruiting people to do the same thing that you're doing. And that's the real issue with this. And that is how Forex really had black people in a chokehold. They had all these charismatic, lion-ass motherfuckers out here pushing this ideology of, oh, well, all you got to do is pay this and you going to make that.
Of money, right? It's a way where they know that when you go out of your college and you graduate, you got a shit ton of money you got to pay back. And they know you ain't going to have that, right? Because most jobs are not going to pay you 6-7 figures off the bat. You got to work your way up the ladder, right? You got to work your way up. You got to kiss ass on the way up. And you know what? I was making close to 6 figures. I broke 6 figures as a nurse, but I was coming home with 5 figures after Uncle Sam, right? You make 100 grand, you come back with like 60, 70. I'm still 5-figure income. And I said to myself, damn, I was working 16 hours a day. When I told you, like, I didn't have a life, my life literally was go to work, come home, sleep for 4 hours, wake up to do the same shit over and over and over again. And I got sick and tired. I really did. And then I looked at the time, my boyfriend, that's now my husband, and I said to him, like, we gotta do something, because he grew up worse. He grew up in shelters on the street, living on the street with his mom, and his mom they had 5 siblings. So they grew up poor. Like, when I say poor is what I'm familiar with, that's what I'm familiar with. But I used to say, I'm not gonna fucking die poor, man. I'm not gonna die poor. Like, I'm gonna break the chains of poverty one way or another.
Right, knowledge on ice. A lot of us in this room, you may know what to do. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you may know exactly what to do, and that's one thing I'm gonna talk about today for us all, is just having knowledge on ice. Does anybody know what that means? No. All right, cool. Read it, not how it was said. I want to read it exactly how I said it. But one thing I talked about, right, was knowledge on ice. So write that down, knowledge on ice, because there's knowledge on ice and there's ignorance on fire. And everybody right now is, I want you guys to kind of like move in this business in terms of ignorance on fire. You have to be that committed to your goals or that intentional, because every single thing right now you have access to information that can change your life in the next 3 to 6 to 9 to 12 months, whatever the case may be. And right now, raise your hand in the business if you're less than a year in. Right? Everybody, you're a baby. Like, for real talk. Everybody in this is a baby right now. I'm a baby in this. And I'm grateful because I understand, okay, that's why people say successful people align themselves in front of trends.
The people basically want to see your consistency in your patience, bro. Patience really gonna show.
In the business because of depression. I never had that faith in myself. But it's crazy how a year from now I'm standing here right now with people that actually is gonna grow with me.
Myself, right? So my name is Buddha. I go by Coney Island. Feel me? I don't know why, but I guess I'm gonna rep my hood though, right? And Boy, I quit on myself. So right.
We all do a lot of stuff in this business. We all go through a lot of stuff in this business, but at the end of the day, like, the same reason that you're not going so hard is the same reason you started in the first place. Like, you're quitting when you're, you know, every single time you're slacking, whatever. FaceTime your why and
understand. It's survival. This is survival mode. And if you don't get to the program, you're gonna get left behind. You're gonna see that plane flying over.
Many months later.
Talk about some. Oh, if you don't be on Forex, oh, all y'all Forex, bro. Look at y'all niggas now. Where you at? Nowhere.
You gotta invest, okay? You gotta spend money to make money. And it's just like, no, you're never going to make money with this nonsense. A lot of the people that were on these Forex platforms are fraudulent. They're not real traders. They're just very, very good at recruiting. A lot of these people that were out here trying to tell you to go and do Forex or whatever, literally probably never traded on Forex in their entire lives. That's because there's actually a method to this madness. Forex is not like any other exchange market out there. It's a foreign exchange market which requires a lot of skill, time, and dedication in order to see a return on your investment. Nobody can just go on Forex, start trading, and make millions. That's not how it works. It is a slow grind. So let's just get into the ways to know exactly what you're getting into and how to actually get into Forex if you are interested. First things first, you have to learn the basics. Learn what Forex is. Learn how to trade it. Learn where exactly it came from, how it started, because that's the only way you're really going to understand exactly what you're doing. Reputable sources are Investopedia and Baby Pips or Bips. One of those. Everything's going to be linked down below. You have to choose a regulated broker. Again, you have to choose a regulated broker. This is extremely important. You have to choose a regulated broker and check their licenses from the CFTC, the NFA in the United States, the FCA in the UK, and the ASIC in Australia. If you do not have a regulated broker, you are not trading Forex. Like, when I'm telling y'all, I've had arguments with a lot of people that thought that they were actually trading Forex and they really weren't doing shit. Like, it's just like, no. Okay, you need to have a regulated broker. On top of that, you need to find a mentor. Okay, you have to find somebody that trades Forex for a living, okay, preferably, or someone who has a lot of success with trading Forex to teach you. You will not, I guarantee you will not be successful going to trade Forex without anyone teaching you. It's one of those things where you kind of have to have someone leading the way for you, or it's basically just a waste of time. Open a demo account. Test the waters, see what you're doing. Do not just give anybody your money, okay? Do not sit there and let someone open the demo account for you. Do not sit there and let someone trade for you. No, you go get that broker, open a demo account, and start trading to test the water. Obviously, you need to know about your risk management. How much can you actually afford to lose? How much are you going to invest into this? Because a lot of people get roped into the idea of go hard or go home, okay? Put 500, put 1,000, put your rent on it. I guarantee you're going to make double. Kid you not, you will lose your damn money. Okay, do not listen to these people that are telling you to go hard or go home when it comes to this. This is like literally probably the worst thing that you can do in your life is go into some sort of investment, whether we're talking about crypto, stocks, bonds, whatever, and put way more than you can lose into it, and then you literally lose more than you could ever imagine. Be careful for fake investment schemes that make a promise of how much money you can make. What I've noticed with a lot of Forex scams and Forex scammers is a lot of times in order to rope these people into the long haul, they'll be like,
listen, if you give me $400 right now, I'll make sure I get you 800. That's how powerful Forex is. Like, that's how much money, that's how much chicken you finna be making.
Yeah, depending on this person and how well they're scamming or how well they are recruiting, they will be able to give you $800 for your $400, because at that point it's only $400 out of their pocket. If they're really making money, which a lot of times they're not, okay, a lot of them follow the idea of you have to make money or you have to spend money in order to make money. A lot of times $400 for the fact that you're going to be on their team, building a team, whatever, they're going to make way more. $400 is nothing to these people, especially with their mindset. Okay, it's like, do not fall for that. No one can promise you how much money they're going to make you on the foreign exchange market. It's not possible. It is an unpredictable, volatile market. No one can give you a perfect trade signal. For whatever reason, a lot of people have also gotten to the business of, oh, if you pay me $250, if you pay me $800, whatever, I'll give you my best trade. Ain't nobody finna do that for free, okay? And by free, I mean like $250 for a trade. $800 for a trade. For these people that are acting like they make millions, they're going to charge you way more for that. And more than likely, if they're not a paid mentor or someone that is genuinely showing you the ropes, they're not just going to give it away for no $250, $800, whatever the case may be. And plus, there's no such thing as a perfect trade line. Okay, again, it is a volatile market. It changes every single day. No one can really sit there and tell you like, oh, this is how you do this on this market. Not possible. For the rare occasion that someone might, make sure they show you their track record. What I noticed with all of these MLM scammers, okay, especially the ones in Forex or any type of financial market, they can never show you what they're talking about. It's always, oh, I could do this for you. Oh, I could do that for you. Oh, I did this, or I've been here and that. But they can never show you bank accounts. They can never show you receipts. They can never show you tax documents. You guys are like, oh, well, that's sensitive information. I don't give a fuck. If you're trying to get me to pay you thousands of dollars, nigga, I want to see what you're making. Okay, and y'all need to be on that type of time, or you're gonna get your money took. Be careful of unregulated brokers. I've seen this happen to a couple people that I know. I'm mainly talking about the offshore brokers with no oversight and the ones that like to freeze your account when you do not comply. This is why earlier I said make your own account, because what happens with a lot of these like little academies or whatever, they'll be like, hey, we'll set everything up for you. You pay monthly. We handle your account. And then as soon as you do something they don't like, as soon as you question them, as soon as you're not bringing in as many people, they freeze your account. And now all your money is fucking gone. Okay, be careful for types of schemes like that. Lack of regulation or transparency. If you're asking questions and they're asking you more questions, or the answer to the questions, well, don't you want to make money? Or well, don't you want to be a millionaire? Just run. Okay, because they can't answer those questions, because 9 times out of 10, you're not trading Forex. And these people more than likely never traded Forex. All in all, MLM Forex academies just pay you to recruit people. You are not going to learn how to trade Forex for the millionth time. You are going to make money based off how many people you can bring to the academy. The focus is on building downlines, not actually trading. And from what I understand, sources like IML Academy suck for literally trying to teach someone how to trade. It's literally basic baby poo-poo caca shit that you can find anywhere that is not really going to train you or teach you how to do anything. Oftentimes the trading is shallow, very, very surface based, and something that, again, you can do on your own. If they are pressuring you, just run. There is no reason for them to sit there and be like, oh, you're going to miss out on this opportunity. Oh, well, you need to do this because, you know, you're not helping your family. You need to be the one that, you know, creates the generational wealth. Like, the insane pressure is probably a dead giveaway. Like, if they're sitting there trying to pressure you and telling you, like, hey, you need to do this. You need to get here. You need to, like, run. Like, when I'm telling you, like, that is the telltale sign that this shit is a scam. And it's very unfortunate. It came to the whole Forex situation, this shit was everywhere. It was on all of my timelines. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. It was all over the place. And I was just like, bro, this is so annoying. And a lot of my friends and family got. A lot of my friends and family were so upset when they realized that this was not a thing. And it's just like, I really want to talk about this, because it's like, they really had us in a chokehold.
When I joined, they told me that I would be making money through trading on the foreign exchange market, but that doesn't happen. You make a small percentage through trading on the foreign exchange market, and the other percentage you make up through commissions. So basically, by you recruiting more people under you and under your URL and stuff, then you get paid, you know, a portion of what they pay for the software on their computer. So to sum that all up, it's a pyramid scheme. So it's like you get more people, so you get people under you to sign up, and then those people get more people to sign up, and so on and so on. It is a scam. No other way to put it. It's a scam. Less than 3% of people who trade on the foreign exchange market are like successful and are making like profit to like buy houses and cars and etc. So it's a lie.
So I lost money for 3 years trading before I made any kind of money, before I started reaching any form of consistency. That makes people uncomfortable when I say that, because if you're at the start of your journey and you're thinking, God, I don't know, I don't think I could lose for 3 years. I think I would give up. And a lot of people do. And that's the reality of it. A lot of people do give up in those 3 years. But the way I always looked at it was, if you go and get a university degree, minimum you're at uni for 3 years studying, right? And you don't make any money in that time. You pay the university. So that was kind of my thought process. I am learning. I am in an apprenticeship. I am studying to become a trader. And as long as you can maintain a good risk management system, so you're not losing so much money, like blowing up entire accounts. Like, I never lost a ridiculous amount of money. It was just smaller, consistent losses until I finally figured it out. But just maintain it. Just frame it in a different way. If it takes you 3 years, like it took me, to become a consistently profitable trader, then the time's going to pass anyway.
Yo, I've been trading for 6 years. 6 years. And in 6 years, I've been on a crazy journey. Crazy. Wild. You won't even believe it. I'm talking about losing my crib, losing my car, losing friends, family, losing my girl, losing everything. And even right now, I'm sleeping on an air mattress in the living room at my little brother's crib. And right now, this is one of the most happiest moments of my life, because I can say that I am a profitable trader, bro. Yo, I'm dead ass profitable. God damn, this shit feels good. Thank you, God.
That's why everybody left IM Academy, and people think Forex and futures are a scam. It's literally because of this reason. I've seen how much money I was making. Like, I was making 150. I was making no money from trading. I was so unprofitable, but I was making money from recruiting people. I was like, hold on, maybe if I recruit a couple more friends, I could get to like P1,000, make 1,000 a week. I get to the point where I recruit like 10 of my friends, and I tell them to recruit other people. So now I'm a part of this fucking pyramid scheme, and I don't even realize it. I get to like P1,000, P2,000. I'm at the top of the pyramid. Bro, I'm literally hosting meetings, hosting live meetings, and I'm BS talking. I was one of the few people who actually taught people how to trade. I thought I knew what I was doing. For the most part, I kind of did. So I was teaching people how to trade. I was going live. I was making people money. It got to the point where the person over me who's a P50,000, P2,000, why are they not trading? I haven't seen them hit a trade one time. And it was a problem because I had like 3 bands, which was a lot back in 2020 for an 18-year-old. I had like 3 bands in my account. The dude over me was like, how do you have 3 bands? How did you make so much money? I'm looking to myself like, aren't you supposed to be over me? This doesn't make sense. And the group chat started blowing up. Somebody got in there and was like, guys, this is a pyramid scheme. You got to leave this group chat. If you want to make real money, look up like trading, da-da-da. And then everybody like laughed at him, called him a loser, said, go get a job. And they were cooking this man for exposing the pyramid scheme. And then I knew right then and there, I think I was like 19 at this point. I was in there for a year. I was like, okay, I got to go. I got to leave this shit. I felt so bad because I recruited so many people to this scam, and they kept putting money into it while they were just blowing thousands and thousands of dollars, and I was getting paid for it.
I've come out the shower and I've just got an email saying that my 50K is breached and I'm not getting my payout. I'm not making this shit up, bro. My hair's wet. I literally just jumped out the shower, got email. You lot are getting some live breaking news. But my thoughts in the moment, if I'm being honest, is it, there was a payout there, but at the same time, is it crazy to say that I low-key don't care? It's money lost, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling anything right now, and I don't think I would. Of course, it's annoying a little bit, but at the same time, it's like, I low-key don't care. I don't know, wallahi. I don't know.
I knew the Forex shit was a scam. I knew it was a scam. And it's crazy because at first, I wasn't sure. Like, it sounded like a scam. But I'm like, as the months went on, people were really like hammering home, like, yo, you should do this, man. We make money. When I first heard about it, I had took this girl on a date. So she telling me about it. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. I don't hear nothing too crazy. Yet. But then she said, yeah, I just gotta pay them a $250 to join. Excuse me? I'm like, oh, like a class, like at a school? Okay, yeah, cool. She's like, nah, like my friend know these dudes.
Who are these niggas?
I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm not trying to kill her vibe because she seems super excited. Oh, well, okay, yeah, that should be good. And then she said, I mean, you can join if you want to. I was like, please. Let me see you do it first. I remember a bunch of people on my Instagram was saying join, do all this, do all that. And I'm thinking people making money. But after that, me and that girl stopped talking, but we were still cool. So I would still watch her stories. And she would be doing these weekly groups with these people. She was going out of state at those big events. She wasn't at no event like that, I don't know, but she was at these like Airbnb events and stuff. She would like post videos, and these dudes would literally be like the dude that's on stage, like all preaching the same bullshit message. And she did it longer than anybody that I know. Like we even caught up a few months after that, and she was on her way to another like meeting for this. And then after a while, she just stopped posting it. And a lot of people stopped posting it. And then a few years later, I realized, oh wow, a lot of people got ripped off. Not that it's not legit. It's the people that running it and who they was learning from. These people was really finessing them. And I just be like, I knew that shit was a scam. I knew that shit was way too good to be true.
I will say the Forex MLM is probably the only situation where I never saw any other people. Okay, I only saw Black, Hispanic, and other people of color get roped into this. Like, I had none of my white friends falling for this one. They was falling for Mary Kay, Herbalife, Amway, Tupperware, all of that. Like, that's what they were falling for. There's always that one. Obviously, I'm very sure white people did get roped into this, okay? However, I feel like, especially where I'm from Jersey, I feel like a majority of the emphasis was put on recruiting Black people, Hispanic people, and other people of color. Like, bro, my Indian friends got caught up in this. Like, it was just like, bruh. Like, obviously, like I said, yeah, white people were more than likely involved in this too. I'm sure all races and ethnicities of people were involved. But I feel like personally, when it came to this MLM, as well as a few key others that I'm going to speak about on this channel later on, really did hone on recruiting from communities of color. But when it came to Forex, okay, and IML Academy, like, I only had my friends of color that were involved in this. Same thing with that TLC, that Total Life Changes nonsensical T. Child, I'm coming soon with a video on that. Like, I never had any of my white friends pushing that. It was always the Black ones, always the Hispanic ones, and it's like, I can't stand fraudulent companies that target the Black community, right? Or other communities of color or marginalized communities, because it's disgusting. It's problematic. And it's like, y'all already know that a lot of us do suffer from economic disadvantages compared to other races and ethnicities of people. It doesn't matter if that's what you believe or don't believe. At the end of the day, a majority of people in the Black community are struggling. And in general, the economy is trash for everyone. So to sit there and prey upon these people, especially at the time when I saw this, it was during the panoramic. Yes, I know, but it's called, can't say that word on YouTube. Stop being stupid, because I know there's always someone that commented down below like, why is she saying panoramic? Stop being stupid and use context clues, okay? When it came to that time, it was a very sensitive time. It was a time where a lot of people were doing anything for money, where a lot of people were literally just throwing things at the wall to see what stuck. For a lot of people, it was their renaissance period. For a lot of people, they fell harder than they ever could, and they're still struggling to get back up. Wherever it is that you fall, make sure that you are careful. You're not running scams or falling for scams that are more than likely going to put you in a rougher spot. If you've ever been caught up in an MLM, but more specifically IML Academy or any other Forex Academy, I would love to hear your stories down below, because child, ridiculousness, okay? With that being said, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you guys peep the description box for everything you guys always ask me about down below. We do have multiple channels now. Please make sure you guys head down, again, in the description down below for more. July 2026, we are all going to Brazil. If this is something that you are interested in, please make sure you sign up. Again, link down below. With that being said, I'm going to see y'all next time. Bye!